The Draken must become the sacrifice. It appears that the consequences of a certain someone's actions have caught up to them. Oh, you can have him. I'm sure no one will miss him. Marazai places a hand on his weapon. His voice sounds calm, but his gaze is tense as he peers at the dark creatures before him. You should not have crawled out of the abyss that your wretched kind call home. Consider our pact broken. Nazrakai did not hold up his end of the bargain, so I had to finish the job myself. The result matters not. The sacrifice will be made. The Mandrake's head turns to you. Make the sacrifice, Monkey. The tribe never relents. The tribe will find you. With a pure heart, I will raise my horn in praise to the Allfather on the day that this sharp-tongued scum dies. The foul Xenos may be a meager trophy, but he is still our trophy. Giving him up without a fight to this talking mop is shameful. Ulfar says, let's kill him, but not today. I'm really liking the idea of just getting his, because the two aliens in our party are the reason we're trapped in this place in the first place. So I really like the idea of getting out of here with them, and then just giving them to Heinrichs on a silver platter. I certainly hope your partnership is worth it, Marazai. Keeping you around is costly. The Drakari glowers at you. So is keeping you, Mukluk. Shh, senseless creature. The tribe will find you. The tribe will have its sacrifice. You know, it didn't actually give me an option to sacrifice him, even if I wanted to, which is interesting. Both of the options were like, no, he's with me. Carmine Crown. Whenever a bleeding, burning, or toxin effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy, that enemy suffers minus 5% armor penalty against only the wearer's attacks. And the wearer gains 5% crit chance against them. Stacks. Oh, that might be insane for Kibella. She dots the hell out of people. Grants plus int bonus dodge to the wearer and allies. And allies? Peculiar oh no, Shadow Field. At the beginning of combat, the wearer gains the Shadow Field effect. While under this effect, the wearer counts as being in full cover against ranged attacks. The effect is lost when the wearer is hit by a ranged attack and suffers damage from it. Monkey Hide Cape. Wait, so this is made of human skin? Decrease all incoming damage except direct damage by 1%? Scales with versatility stacks. Which is what our Astartes guy uses. But he really wasn't taking any damage during that fight. He was a brick wall with a gun.
They will see.
Into the webway.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Imagine this just dumps us out into space, but we don't have a
see.
ship, and we can't breathe in space, so we just die. Hey Chad, hey Muck, I swing by with a massive thank you for yesterday's raid. What's up, Just Jake? I will forever remember you as the guy with a moaning follower alert. Because so many people were following, it was just constant.
With the physical horrors of Kamora behind them, a long and arduous journey, possible only with the help of a Xenos guide, lay ahead for the rogue trader and his party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness.
Seems like we had a good time running through this webway.
Despite the challenges, they managed to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back home.
Didn't you used to moan for your followers, Mark? Not for 30 minutes consecutively. I didn't have the pipes for that. A poorly shaven commoner with worn coveralls eyes you with suspicion. He is clutching an autogun that looks like it is one careless reload away from falling apart. The man narrows his eyes and inquires, "Oi, who are you lot? You're not bandits, are you?" Upon noticing a non-human in your retinue, the old man grimaces with contempt and clutches the Aquila hanging around his neck. "And chumming around with inhuman scum, no less. Begone, you lanky freak! I compel you in St. Cognatius's name, in St. Nicomedes Keefe's name, in St. Drusus's name." Marazai narrows one eye. His body is neither strong nor spirited enough to bear torment. I will not waste my efforts on him. Persuasion 100%. "I am the master of this planet, Mukluk von Valancius, and I require something of you." Blessed throne, you're joking me. His lordship, in these here backwoods. What an honor. A big ol' honor, this. The man drops to his knees and tries his best to hide his travesty of a firearm, pretending that he was not just pointing it at your chest a moment ago. "I'm just a low-born, small, humble man. You wouldn't hit a low-born, small, humble man in the face, would you? I've only ever seen your lustrous visage on the holy icons in the temples of the capital. I need a shuttle and some means of contacting the astropathic choir so I can summon my void ship here." "In a jiffy, your lordship. Please be welcome to our flying ferry. It's right over yonder in the brush. It's also where our expedition's Vox Wizard is staying." Vox Wizard? Did they reveal the specs yet? Yes. Yeah, I did a video on it. There's a blog post if you just want to read the blog post. Conduit looks amazing. I lucked out. Invoker looks good. Yeah, it feels like they saved the best for last. The whole batch looks nice. High Factotum Janris Danrock. The high-ranking officer beams with genuine happiness. Danrock steps forward and solemnly says, "Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we are overjoyed by your return, and thank the Emperor for it." Vox Wizards are engine series. Yeah, it's literally just like a tech priest that's got a walkie-talkie or something like that. The crew stares in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some make the sign of the Aquila on their chests, others collapse to their knees with a prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. This wave of pious shock does not seem to discompose Ulfar in the slightest. He just chuckles into his beard and glances around curiously. Marazai's presence alone is enough to elicit gasps of dismay and whispers from the crowd. The Drakari ignores all Monkey reactions to his person and surveys the ship's bridge, examining every detail with ostentatiously cool interest. His markedly casual posture is belied by the subtle and unusual tension in his body. The decks overflow with dazzling shades of yellow as the crew welcomes its lord, and I join them in this greeting. "Lord Captain, I'm so glad to see you. I nearly lost it when you up and disappeared on me. I was getting by on stimulants and recaf. I barely slept, all so I could keep listening to the whispers for any clue on how to find you. The only other time I felt so powerless was when Lady Theodora..." She stops. "Pardon me, Lord Captain, I'm talking nonsense."
Noxxy_Grenrose raided my stream with 19 viewers.
Thank you, Noxxy Grenrose. Appreciate the raid. You're early. I'm supposed to raid you in an hour. What are you doing? I appreciate it, though. Sister Argenta greets you with burning eyes. "Welcome back, rogue trader. No trial could break the will of the Emperor's chosen, or stop him from returning to those who have put their hopes in him." First off, how much do you know about my abduction? Not much, Lord Captain. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed pirates boarded the ship and abducted your companion's kinspeople. We immediately sent shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but we didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, all of whom had either been butchered or driven insane. Yurliet's expression is inscrutable, but her eyes are fixed on you and you alone. Since your lordship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope that you were still alive. Alas, even our most alert augur operators never spotted anything suspicious, and thus our ignominious failure put you in dire peril. Dare we inquire what happened to your lordship? Alright, well now that we're back, I think it's time to sell out the aliens. Yurliet helped the Drakari abduct me and take me to Komarog. Hostile stares fix on Yearliet and a spiteful whisper whips through the air. Xenos scum. Where has my ship been all this time? I have pizza soon and I'm exhausted. I need a rest. Oh, that's a good reason. Let's see. Invoker looks good. Do you think you'll play Ellie this season? Not enough information. I need to see more about the kind of skills that Ellie and the others are going to get before I make a decision like that. It's not really a pet class, but it does look interesting. The Officers' Council decided to take the ship to Footfall, where one can hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your lordship. Had we heard even a whisper of where you were imprisoned, we would have immediately launched a rescue expedition. You would have gone to Kamarog? While you were absent, Lord Captain, we made every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favorable deal secured by the esteemed High Factotum, the ship is now equipped with state-of-the-art augur systems and direction finders from Kiava Gamma. That is quite enough fawning and fussing. I wish to return to my duties immediately. He throws up his hands. But the crew is overcome with joy and gratitude to the God Emperor. Nevertheless, your will is absolute. He wanted to party. The factotum smacks his lips awkwardly and adds in a quieter voice. Lord Captain, the senior officers will report to you shortly. In your absence, we received a number of astropathic messages and dispatches that demand your attention. Oh, Nomos has a picture now. The group of servitors suddenly stirs, their movements frighteningly identical, even for automatons. They stare at you and say in perfect unison, "Hello, Nomos have come to welcome you back. We did sense that a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something very important. What was it?" "I triumphed over the enemies of humanity by pitting the arch-enemy's blight against that of the Xenos. One day they will all fall before the sacred flame. For now, we can be satisfied with having enemies of Terra destroy one another." This thing reminds me of the spirit that Revenant is getting, that we heard about today, chat. It's like a humanoid thing, but it's not really human, and if you don't train it right, it'll turn out to be a monster. Like, this thing reminds me of that, same vibe. Did Nomos say it correctly? The servitor chorus, which sounds as a singular voice, falls silent. Nomos appears to be waiting for your response in eager anticipation. I am glad you are learning to understand me, Nomos. After a long pause, the servitor chorus responds with unexpected forcefulness. Nomos are glad too. We must go now. We will come back to speak with you later. Another pause follows, so long that the silence becomes more piercing than a scream, then the servitor finally breaks it. We are glad to see order restored and the head of the dynasty resume his reign. We were concerned about you and your well-being. One can detect to the naked eye the moment when Nomos leaves the bridge. The servitors stop moving in sync and slowly shuffle off to their posts. How to train your Nomos? Yeah. High Factotum. Danrock adjusts his jacket before addressing you. Now then, Lord Captain, shall we get to business? We have a number of items to go over. First and foremost, I have news about your subjects. In the times that you are gone, the servants of House von Valancius have toiled tirelessly in their service to you and for the benefit of the entire Trade Protectorate. Without a doubt, the return of the Guardian of the Cronus Expanse will give new strength and faith to those who have stood under the blows of the enemies of humanity in your absence. Rumors of the holy relic kept aboard your vessel are spreading to every system of the Expanse, inspiring and emboldening the weak and the forlorn. The Expanse is in flames, your lordship. Squadrons and smaller groups of despicable Drukhari raid our systems. The cult of the Final Dawn has emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We've heard rumors of the fall of Santiel's pride, House Corda's world, an outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive Promethium is there. He's like, how dare they destroy Costco? The gas prices were fantastic. Strife has Vigdis is saying this. Strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corda. Chaos reigns everywhere, only the esteemed Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at Footfall to draw them into a fist that will smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos vermin. What kind of Xenos are attacking the Expanse? Drukhari, your lordship. Their squadrons, both large and small, are invading the Expanse, unleashing carnage on planets, taking captives by the thousands, and attacking ships. It is as if something has poked their nest, if you will, and now they're lashing out. I wonder who did that. How fare the worlds of my dynasty? The heretics' malicious acts make it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. The cult of the Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. On Phoebos 6, a mutiny was crushed after a group of newly arrived prisoners succumbed to blasphemous propaganda. That's a prison world. But other worlds stand firm against the onslaught of enemies of humanity and do not succumb to their pernicious influence. So Xavier Calcazar is leading the defense. Exactly. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor Calcazar has declared himself Warden of the Coronis Expanse and issued orders to requisition troops. He has made Footfall his base of operations, as it was the most logically convenient point. From there, his fleet strikes throughout the Expanse, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Final Dawn and the abominable Drukhari. He may be all that currently stands in the way of the Expanse being reduced to ashes. When heretics laid siege to Euphrates II, the hallowed forge of the Cognizant's fleet, the Lord Inquisitor sent an enormous force. Now they and the Explorator squadrons, recalled from the front lines, stand together against the heretics in the battle for the sacred planet. What is the source of the strife between Incendia and Caligos? When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join his forces, her ladyship Incendia Corda heeded the summons, while his lordship Caligos Winterscale ignored it. Rumor has it that his refusal was defiant in manner and served as a pretext for Lady Corda to declare war on House Winterscale. Winterscale's ships are being hunted and his worlds occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to the Imperial Creed. Surprisingly, for all his love of fighting, Winterscale is in no hurry to defend his domain. According to intercepted astropathic messages, he and his retinue are currently on Quetzal Temer hunting down a Xenos fleet, Aldari by all appearances. Is there anything else I should know? Lord Captain, during your absence, your retinue has seen certain changes. The esteemed Master Anthar will no longer be able to accompany you. According to a message from the Adeptus Arbites, he has been discharged and is currently an overseer on Vibos 6. However, Prefect Vulture has informed me that you have the authority to challenge that decision and have Master Anthar reinstated. Wait, what? Solomon has been discharged, but why? The Adeptus Arbites tasked him with a mission of some sort that, as far as I know, ended in failure, leading to Master Anthar being deemed unworthy of his rank and unfit to serve you. I would like to note that his Cybermastiff is still on board. What? We kept his dog? Due to the damage the dog sustained on Thessera, Master Anthar left it in the care of your tech priests. I heard there was an implant malfunction. The servants of the Omnissiah have patched up the creature, but they have also warned that a final synchronization of its implants with those of Master Anthar is required for the Cybermastiff to be considered fully repaired. Get him back here. Solomon will rejoin my retinue. I will collect him in person. Then I will send a request to have Master Anthar reinstated and notify the Overseers on Vibos 6 of your impending arrival. I have good news to share as well. The Heartless is fully repaired. Its hull has been considerably reinforced, and after a complete cycle of tech litanies, the fighter craft in its hangar will now eagerly await the chance to show their worth in battle. Oh, that's my escort ship. Okay. The factotum lowers his head in thought. There have been other minor developments. If you so wish, I will gladly bring you up to speed on the bridge. I would not want them to take any time away from this occasion. Thank you for the report. Abelard. Hey Monk, how you doing? Any thoughts on the final Elite Specs video showing which one's the most interested in? I already did a video on it today. Need more information, but it seems like they saved the best for last. That batch looks really good. Abelard, Lord Captain. Abelard bows his head. Allow me to make a request, a personal one. While you were away, the choir master received an astropathic message from Dargonis. It concerns my family. The Rosarians have been accused of treason against House von Valancius. How is that possible? I can't comprehend it. The Seneschal shakes his head helplessly. The Rosarians have served the Rogue Trader dynasty loyally for generations. This is hard to admit, but the news has come as a crushing blow. The accusations were leveled by or on behalf of the Drive Stems, the governing house. Under normal circumstances, the investigation would not have required your involvement, and my entire family would have been... But being of noble stock, the Rosarians are entitled under an ancient custom to petition for a rogue trader's personal protection once in a generation. Your personal protection, Lord Captain. Abelard raises his gaze to you. Do not deny us that honor, I implore you. Tell the choir master to send a message to Dargonis saying I will personally take part in the investigation. Abelard breathes a sigh of relief and seems to grow an inch or two taller. It will be done, Lord Captain. Adira hurriedly enters the study, sniffling and hunching her shoulders. She looks haggard. There are bags under her eyes, her hair is disheveled, and her hands quiver slightly every few moments. With some effort, she focuses her eyes on you and forces a crooked smile. Alright, this lady needs to, like, take a shower, like, long hot one, and then she needs to, like, sleep for, like, 10 hours. She said she was awake the whole time we were gone, trying to find signs of us. Like, she is messed up right now. Thank you for agreeing to hear me out, Lord Captain. Here's the deal. After all that happened recently, the voices in my head suddenly flared up and started gabbling worse than before. Don't get the wrong idea, I'm handling them just fine, but I think I know of a way I can get them to settle down a bit. I keep having the same vision over and over again. I'm walking down a corridor and there's this door at the end. And I just know that right behind that door is blissful silence. All I've got to do is reach out and open it. So I touch it with my fingers, I can feel the cold, rough metal, and then I suddenly snap out of it and always find myself staring at a wall in some compartment or other. I look behind me, and all the doors on the way are open, but I have no memory of how I got there. Lord Captain, I'll cut to the chase. Please help me find that door. I'm not joking, this is a matter of life and death. My gut tells me it's my last chance to deal with my powers, and if I don't, she trails off. Before I make my decisions, I have questions to ask you. Absolutely, Lord Captain. Ask me anything, I'll try my best to answer. What do you think is behind the door? No idea. Maybe it's some incredible implant from the Tech Priest's secret stores, or, I don't know, a serum kept in the Inquisition's vault. There's such a thing as an archaeotech, right? Plenty of it lying around, maybe some of it could help me. Archaeotech is an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Reading is a lost art these days. Wait, what? I would not for the life of me play this game without the VA. I'm excited for Dark Heresy being fully voice acted, though. I mean, if you're playing this on your own, you can read it in your head. For me, it's rough on the voice box because I'm reading it all to you. Adira is trying to maintain a facade of confidence while simultaneously pulling at a hangnail so hard her finger begins to bleed. Gross. Do your visions contain clues on where to start looking? Vague ones as usual. I think I can hear the muffled cries of some weird birds, and my head is sweating like it's somewhere hot. I'm surrounded by rockgrete, your everyday Imperium stuff, except it reeks of burnt flesh, fried cables, and chemicals. Sorry, but that's about it. Nothing more concrete, but I think if we get close enough, I'll sense it immediately. Is the door you described similar to the door your whispers come from? No. Well, I don't know. It feels different. The ones from the visions feel very, I don't know, real? I can even touch it. It's definitely not an illusion. It really does exist somewhere, and trust me, neither of us wants to open the other door, the whispering one. What if it's a trap? No way, it can't be. Whatever. I'll go in alone if you like. Just please help me get there. No more questions. We will find this door. I give you my word. Some of the darkness in Adira's eyes clears and her smile widens slightly. Thank you, Lord Captain. I knew you wouldn't leave me in bind. As soon as I sense we're close, I'll let you know right away. Enough, Xenos. Justice will be done one way or another. Heinrich's voice drips with venom. Slither all you like, heretic spawn, but you will never leave this ship unscathed. The bridge is enveloped in an unusual silence. The officers on duty are huddling in the corners, looking on curiously at what is transpiring in the center. Alright, so I've never seen this. So, in my last playthrough, I just left Yearliet in Kabarog, and I just left without her. So I never saw her again. So is this like a trial? Let's see. Observe silently. Mr. Mattingman says, do you want to know where the door is? On what node on the map, I mean? It's kind of a stupid hint and I only found it by accident. Not yet. We'll see if I find it first. Catching sight of you, the curious crew members dash to their posts, leaving only the senior officers in the middle of the bridge. For how long are you going to tolerate this filth on your ship, Mukluk? This foul traitor who has already dragged you into the darkness once and who almost left your protectorate without its sovereign. Rogue traitor. Heinrich's voice makes your blood run cold. Has Aldari heresy clouded your judgment? Treachery always means death, either for the traitor or the one betrayed. You almost died in Kamarog. Your retinue, you know what became of them. Is it not high time that justice was done? Those present nod wordlessly, but do not dare to interfere. Now this is a fine spectacle. The inhuman gets what she deserves. Let us all watch and laugh. He's like, all right, everyone, point and laugh. Your wonderful path has led you into a rather thorny situation, cousin. You refused to beg for mercy in Kamarog, and now you will have to lick the boots of Munkei. Silence, Xenos. Your turn will come. Yurliet does not react to the curses being slung at her. With an imperturbable expression, she watches the crowd before her, then turns her gaze to you. Dude, these options. I'm a killer myself. Kibble, would you kill her? Sister Argenta, would you shoot her? Heinrichs, will you take care of this? Whip her as much as she can handle. Make her write an apology. She's fine. I'm in charge here, how dare you? Anyone else wants to share their thoughts? You know, Shireen, when a pet refuses to obey their master, they are usually put in a cage at best or turned into a lovely piece of taxidermy at worst. The heinous behavior pattern of the Xeno entity and of specimens similar to her statistically leads to unfavorable and unpredictable outcomes. Vil Yurliet does not deserve death. For her, it would be a release from her sorrowful lot of being an unclean Xenos. Murderous rage flashes in Cabela's black eyes. But we do deserve her death. That is a line as payment for what we have endured. Oh, yeah, Cabela got tortured there, too. Yeah, Cabela, for those who weren't there, Cabela was in a cage, and she's like, the God Emperor, meh. And they're like, the God Emperor is not real. And she's like, yeah, they are. We'll go to his embrace after death. And they're like, no, you won't, I'll prove it. And they killed her and revived her and killed her and revived her like a dozen times to prove to her that there was nothing waiting for her. And basically broke her mind. And then they also cloned her a bunch or something. They made copies of her, and then had her thinking the copies were like other parts of her that came back. And had her, like, fighting other versions of herself. And so she was, like, messed up. Yurliet blankly surveys the crowd. I mean, yeah, she pretty much got us all tortured. Are there any Guild Wars 2 PvP streamers that stream fairly regularly? Boyce. B-O-Y-C-E is the, my favorite. Do you think you might do more Push tonight? No, I don't. Push was fun, but visiting PvP again for the first time in 3 months really just kind of shined a spotlight in my mind once again on all the problems with PvP. And I really am not itching to do more of it. I'd rather play more other games. Did she actually do anything wrong? Did Yurliet do actually anything wrong? Yeah, she purposefully gave me and the others to the Drakari, which is the reason we all woke up and were getting tortured in Kamarog. Now, and to keep in mind here, he got tortured, he got tortured, he got tortured, she got her lungs ripped out, he got new implants put in his body against his will. She was killed and revived dozens of times. He got needles put in his brain and made his own psychic powers torture himself. And he was kept prisoner there for months. And he had to eat aliens raw to stay alive. So all of that was because Yurliet brought us there. Just a little bit of evil. Yeah. And we were also tortured. Yeah. It was all also Mukluk's fault. He failed to lore check with mask in his sleeping quarters. How is that on me? Alright. We've done her quest. We've seen it. As a dogmatic member of the Imperium, I think I would kill someone who, is a traitor, you know? Like, this is like super traitor. This is like the biggest traitoring I've ever traitor before. Yeah, I like this. Do me a favor, Heinrichs. A predatory grin spreads across the interrogator's face. With great pleasure. Keep in mind, he also was tortured because of her.